Dear students, in this video we are going to discuss about the excretory system. Particularly three topics we are going to cover. First, we are going to discuss what is called excretion. Then we are going to discuss about the importance of excretion. And finally, we are going to discuss about the structure of excretory system. Excretion. Ex means out, crete means flow. Outside flow of waste products. That process is called by the name excretion. So we can define excretion in two different ways. The process of removal of chemical waste from the body, or you can define in another way the process of removal of harmful and unwanted nitrogenous waste products from the body. Let us understand the importance of excretory system first. First, it removes the waste products and toxic materials formed inside our body after the metabolic reactions. And it also helps to eliminate excess of materials like soluble vitamins and drugs from the body. And it maintains the pH of body fluids. So it is necessary for maintaining the homeostasis in the body. Let us discuss what are the substances to be eliminated and how it has to be eliminated from our body. There are 5 different substances that has to be eliminated from our body, otherwise it may lead to lethal effects. Respiratory products, nitrogenous metabolic waste, excess salts and vitamins, water and bile pigments has to be removed from our body. Respiratory products. We all know that after respiration, glucose and oxygen will get converted into water and carbon dioxide, and along with that energy will be produced in the form of ATP. So here the water and carbon dioxide will be eliminated by two different ways. Extra water is eliminated either by the kidneys or by the sweat glands. Carbon dioxide is eliminated by the lungs. And nitrogenous metabolic waste like urea, uric acid, that and all it is eliminated only by the kidneys. And excess salts and vitamins is mainly excreted through the kidneys. And water, excess water will be excreted either by the kidneys or the sweat glands. And finally, bile pigments. Some of the bile pigments is excreted through feces and some through the urine. First, let us understand the definition of excretory system. So, it's nothing but it involves the organs which are concerned with the formation, storage and elimination of urine. If you see the excretory system in humans, it consists of 4 parts: a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, and urinary bladder and urethra. So, in this you can able to see the parts of the excretory system in detail. So 4 parts already we have discussed. A pair of kidneys. So this is one kidney and this is one kidney. One on right side and one other one on the left side. And if you consider both of them are not in the same line. If you consider the right kidney is slightly lower than the left kidney, and then after that from each kidney a tube like structure will arise, so that it is called by the name ureter. And you can find the pair of ureters, one on the right side and one on the left side, and the two ureters will end up with the urinary bladder, and the urinary bladder will have an opening called urethra. And if you consider the urethra, it is made up of like in the opening of the urethra you can find some muscles, sphincter muscles, that will open only at the time of urination. And here you are seeing, okay, the whatever you are seeing is the veins and arteries. So this is the artery that will bring oxygenated blood to the kidney, and this is the blue color one you are seeing is the vein, that is the posterior vena cava, So it carries the deoxygenated blood from the kidney and it will deliver it to the heart. And pair of kidneys. If you take, the kidneys are dark red in color and bean shaped, and it is 10 centimeter long and 6 centimeter wide. And I already told you right kidney is slightly lower in position. Why? Because due to the presence of the liver on the right side. And renal artery supplies oxygenated blood to the kidneys, and renal veins take away deoxygenated blood from the kidneys. And pair of ureters. So ureters, they arise from the notch. See, notch or hilum, that is nothing but, so this portion whatever you are seeing, that is the hilum, that is the opening of the kidney. So from there the ureters arise and they will end up to the urinary bladder. Next comes the urinary bladder, is a muscular sac-like structure. It stores urethra. This is the sharp muscular tube which expels urine out from the body. And if you compare the size of urethra in males and females, the males have longer urethra when compared to the females. And the opening of the urethra is guarded by sphincter muscles, which opens only at the time of urination. And we need to understand one part, that is the pelvis. So pelvis is nothing but, it is the enlarged upper end of the ureter. So that portion, it is called by the name pelvis. And we need to understand one term called micturition. So micturition is nothing but, it is also called by the name urination. It is the process of expelling urine from the bladder. So this is also called by the name voiding of the bladder. Usually our bladder can store around 350 to 400 ml of urine before it expels out. And this process of micturition or urination is under the control of nervous system and muscular systems. If you look at the internal structure of the kidney, it consists of 5 different parts. So it consists of the outer region called cortex and the inner region called medulla, and in the inside region you can find the conical pyramid and papilla and renal columns. And one more thing, each kidney is made up of structural and functional unit called nephron. So the nephron is also called by the name uriniferous tubules, renal tubules or kidney tubules. So in this picture what you are seeing, this outer portion, so that outer dark portion what you are seeing, that is the cortex, and full inner portion, that is called medulla. So inside the medulla you are seeing cone like pyramid shape, cone like structures inside the medulla region. So they are called conical pyramids or renal pyramids. And if you find like at the like end of this region, renal pyramids, you are seeing one structure. So that structure, it is called by the name renal papillae. And one thing you can see, from the cortex region, so many tissues, they are entering through the medulla and they are all interconnected. So they are called by the name renal columns. And finally, we are going to discuss about the nephron. So as already we have discussed, it is the structural and functional unit of kidney, and it consists of 4 parts. One is called Bowman's capsule, the second one is called proximal convoluted tubule, and the third one is called loop of Henle, and the fourth one is called distal convoluted tubule. So the proximal convoluted tubule is shortly called by the name PCT, and distal convoluted tubule, it is called by the name DCT. So in this image you can see clearly the parts of the nephron. It has four important parts. The first one is Bowman's capsule. This region is called by the name Bowman's capsule. And the second, this portion from here to here, it is called the proximal convoluted tubule. And then this portion, it is called the loop of Henle. And then after that you can find this region, it is called distal convoluted tubule, and each distal convoluted tubule of each nephron will connect to a collecting duct. Hope you understood about what is called excretion and what is the importance of excretion and what are the structures present in the excretory system. Thank you.